Hi, I'm DK Will, and this is DK. We'll talk about it.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
Sometimes things just line up for you. I did a video yesterday, time for a gold bricks rush, and I tried to encourage the subscribers, get off your duff, take your toes out of the water, dive in, and buy some gold. Interestingly enough, the highest gold price ever achieved. Gold set a record high on March 20th of 2024 of $2,220 per troy ounce. This follows a trend of new record-setting highs for gold in recent history. A new high was reached on August 7th, 2020, when it surpassed $2,074 per ounce. This remarkable milestone was primarily driven by a combination of factors, including the economic uncertainty caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, low interest rates, a weakening U.S. dollar, and increased demand for safe haven assets. 2 out of 4 ain't bad: a weakening dollar and an increased demand for safe haven assets. Just a few years later, another new high was reached on May 4, 2023, when gold hit $20.80.72. This was sparked by demand fueled by the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank. There will be more banks collapsing, people, as wealthy investors rush to get their money out of banks at risk of failure. And where? Into gold, as the FDIC only insures up to $250,000 per account. They don't even have enough money to insure all the accounts. Someone with considerably more money in the banking system stood to lose a lot of money. So the bank doesn't sound like a good place for your money. But with a recorded high in March of 2024 of $2,220 per troy ounce, gold does seem a very good place to put your money, because what is the spot price of gold right now? It's $207 more. It's at all-time high. Now, of course, I always say buy low and sell high, as does anybody who gives any type of financial type guidance. I'm not going to say advice, because I'm not your financial advisor. But what I can say with relative certainty is that it's not going to stop here. So I want you to listen in on just yesterday's video, because I don't want you to think that this is some new idea that I've had. And I want you to actually have confidence in the fact that it is not too late. And I truly believe there may be peaks and valleys. There always is. But the pressure's too hard on them now. And gold is going to fly. They're going to distract you with Bitcoin. They're going to distract you with crypto. Some cryptos are good. Don't get it twisted. They're just going to distract you away from the good, sound investments. And those are the cryptos that survive, that have utility, and gold and precious metals. Now listen in to the prior video just to highlight that point. And hopefully we'll stay ahead of the curve and we'll benefit from this. But, back in the day, I was telling a group that I was with, buy gold and silver, and we didn't have the Glint card yet. We literally were buying gold and silver. And we are still ahead of the curve. You can see here, as far back as 2023, just last year, it was $1,600, and now it's remarkably over $2,300. I mean, so that's a wonderful investment if you did it. If you did it. I remember specifically telling folks that it's all a conspiracy theory until it's true. 2 years ago, this one is. So that was before the 2023. We were already doing it, right? And we should continue to do it. And that's why I'm doing another video, because it has already shot up just since that video, $34 per ounce in a day. It's not going to stop. How far do I think it will go? Let's go back and let's go about here, and I'll tell you. Listen in. Originally, I guess it's about 2018. I was saying I expect gold to go $5,000, $10,000, even $15,000. Now they're saying that openly. I got that from a book I read, Jim Rickards' book. I use it now as a stand for one of my flower pots, but I read it and I believed it. And I still believe it. So let's do a little aside for my audience. And just a quick aside, here's where I think is safe. The central banks have been upping their gold holdings significantly now for several years. Follow the money means follow the banks, right? Now, keep in mind, I didn't say follow the money means use the banks. Follow the money means follow the banks. I can tell you that I've already begun. Before it was physical gold and silver, but now I think this is so much more convenient because it's spendable with that there debit card that you have there, that MasterCard debit card. But when it comes time to convert your crypto profits into something else, this is where I'm going, folks. I am not sponsored by them. I do not make a dime if you do it. Wish I did, but I don't. But I am telling you this because I believe it to be the right thing to do to protect your funds when you turn them into cash. Get out of cash, the dollar's a trap, and get into gold because it's a gold-backed monetary system. And so, with it being a gold-backed monetary system, obviously it behooves us to have gold if that's what it's backed by. And gold is often referred to as God's money. But look at that chart. That's gold's chart for a day. Let's back it up and back it up and back it up. Yeah, there's ups and downs. But if you bought gold, it's been mostly up for the last 5 years if you started here. So I did another video because I found out that gold's at an all-time high. Because see, I have my own portfolio of gold, and I'll show you the returns. I'm going to cover the amounts, but I'll show you the returns. This is my account on gold, U.S. Gold Bureau, United States Gold Bureau, and you can see the returns here. Gold 19.29%, silver 21.77%, for a 20.5% return. You're never going to get that at the banks. Never. Did you hear me? You're never going to get that type of return at the banks. And I've owned this portfolio where I keep it. This is the portfolio tracker, but the actual gold I had to take possession of. They do allow you to put it in storage, but at the time I bought it. This is not the only place. I also have Glint. But I'll leave a link for United States Gold Bureau too. I'm not promoting them in the sense of I think you should use them. That's up to you. But if you use Glint, or if you use the United States Gold Bureau, because those are the ones I use, drop them a bead and let them know that I sent you there. Maybe it'll generate some business relationship for me. I would appreciate it. Because if you follow my advice, I'm certain it's going to benefit you. So my back itches. How about yours? But those are the returns I've been getting on gold that I've owned now for years. And yes, I do have an account at Glint. I can't show it to you. It's on my phone, but it exists. So let me reiterate the point with a brief piece of another ad. I keep these ads saved in my video file so that I can use them as advertisements in my videos. Even though I don't get paid, I still believe I want to help you get paid by investing wisely. and making money. I'm DK Will, and this is DK Will Talk About It. And I guess you can call me a gold bug today. But the gold-backed, asset-backed, new monetary system from the global currency reset is pressing in on us. And I think 2025 is going to be absolutely tumultuous, and absolutely it's going to be implemented by then. That's what I believe. That means we're only a half a year away. Can you wait a half a year to buy something today that's worth $2,400 because in less than a year it'll be worth $5,000? Are you willing to double your money? Then enjoy this next ad. And this is DK. We'll talk about it. And I've talked about it. Have a wonderful day. And that's possible by just going here to Glint, where you can buy, you can save, you can send, and you can spend real gold instantly with Glint. Folks, they're setting traps because they don't want people to be wealthy or rich or even well-to-do. They want a big chasm between those who have and those who have not. And of course, they're fattening up and making you think you can run to the banks while not telling you that the banks are failing. Because remember, folks, gold is going to destroy the Fed. And so they don't want you to know that. So they want you to put your money into the banks too, and then when it fails and crushes your money, what are you going to do about it? When you go into the cryptocurrency market and you don't know what to buy, and so you buy something that you shouldn't, and then it becomes counterfeit money and it becomes worthless, and now your money stays in the market for people like me who are waiting there with the real values to keep the money, and then when to come out not to be a part of the trap. I'm not saying don't use the banks. The banks are going to become good service industries or they're going to fail. They're going to serve the people with the money. And the more money, the more service.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.